We are live. Happy Monday, people. Happy Monday. Hope everybody's doing wonderful today. Waiting for the notification from YouTube, basically to let us know that we are live while Karen checks on Facebook. There it is.
Something went boom.
That's the notification from YouTube's.
What am I checking?
Facebook. Oh, Jesus.
Great start.
I'm telling you.
Oh,
Anyway,
YouTube's ready to go.
I say YouTube is super ready. I don't know. I don't hear no music over it. There we go.
There we go. Do your little noise.
There you go.
Do you do a little noise? Oh,
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
we
What's going on, Mary?
go. May.
What's happening? Hope everybody's having a good day. You're looking at half of the Cookies Adventure, a family of content creators, fully dedicated for theme parks, pretty much.
Whoop, whoop.
Not the bees. Good evening.
Good
Hope
evening.
You're
How
doing
are
well.
you?
So
Welcome.
I hope everybody's having a good week so far. It's been an interesting
Happy
last
Monday.
week. Happy Monday, exactly. It's been an interesting week with a bunch of news. That's what I mean. Not so many bad things going on, but there's
Thankfully.
a lot of things happening. But anyways, I gotta share a couple of things with you guys, so we're just gonna jump right in. So if you happen to join us for the first time, please smash that like button. This is how basically you could help us getting promoted through YouTube to other recommendation for other people. With that said, also, if you happen to be brand new here, welcome. And if you're not, just consider subscribing. Every Monday, for the most part, we go live. We talk about, we name it the Real Talk for the theme park news. Basically, we go over the important things that everybody must know, because we consider it's important for you to know before you go on vacation. A lot of things can affect your vacation.
Yes.
And this is basically what we're doing this. Um, Not the beast. It said it rains, so it's not hot here.
Yeah, it's not that hot here.
Yeah, it cooled off a little bit. It started hot as heck today, but it rained down.
It's supposed to rain all week, though.
So
Hot enough.
we shall see. But anyway, let's jump right in. There's a few things happening in the theme park world. We're gonna just fully talk about mostly Walt Disney World and Universal Studios. Let me share my screen here real quick. And we're starting hot.
Oh,
What
boy.
are you laughing at?
Nothing. And
You
the
need to
fact
get
that
closer today
the fact that we're starting with
with what's happening.
that beautiful panel.
What happened with the tour? Not for nothing. I mean, I'm not the most good looking guy, but I can tell you something. I do have a better haircut than this. And these are rich people, by the way, because they ain't. They're not they're not people. They are common people like you and I.
Common folks.
But I mean, this guy can literally use a better haircut. But who am I to criticize this rich guy? I guess. But it is a frightening look because
His face is
right. You cannot help to look at this poor. I don't know.
okay. Move on.
Poor bastard. Moving right along.
Don't start.
Very important thing. The new board met last week, and that's what they're called, the Tourism Oversight District. And basically, according to the news, the lawyers directed them to terminate and strike for the record Disney Reedy Creek agreement. So basically, whatever agreement Disney made with board, they kind of like made them look bad, made the government look bad. According to this, they could waive it. According to the lawyers from the state, it was something done illegal and it was not non-constitutional. Don't ask me how it wasn't, but that's what they're saying. Disney has not responded since then. But the other thing is, and I'll get to it in a little bit, because now some of the verbiage that is affecting us over here. My bad. We're gonna use Scott Gustin, God
Excuse me.
bless you,
Thank you.
for this part of the agreement because they're adding an amendment that will definitely affect the monorail. So in DeSantis versus Disney news, the monorail inspection language has been filed as an amendment to the FDOT package. It applies to fixed guideway transportation system in an independent special district crossing county lines. And then basically this is what it's saying. It said this is what they added. Added. Look at me. Added. It says or privately owned fixed guideway transportation system operating in this state, which are located within an independent special district created by local act, which have boundaries within two contiguous counties. So by this verbiage, we already know is the monorail.
Right.
The monorail moves from Osceola to Orange County because Animal Kingdom belongs to Osceola County, and
But the monorail doesn't go to Animal Kingdom.
I know, but part of the district, remember, because they're divided in district,
Right.
and certain district belong to Osceola County.
Correct.
Part of the district belong to Orange, and the other part belong to Osceola
Right.
County. So that's basically what they're doing. Hello, Bethany. How are you? Hope you are doing wonderful.
Hello, hello.
So this is the newest thing that had come from the amendment, where this Halloween character belongs to. So it was added as earlier as maybe 2 to 3 hours ago. They don't explicit said that is the monorail, but
Right.
you can tell by that, right? So moving right along with other news, we got you guys know how much I love following site news, and all the aerial shot that he does for Epic Universe. I'm happy for him, but I'm sad to announce that unfortunately, we're not gonna get as much information as we did before. I found out after doing some research. He posted this. He accepted a position with Universal Creative, which is outstanding.
Nice. Good for him. Yeah.
And he said, "Hello, everybody. I'm happy to announce that I have recently accepted a position at Universal. That being said, I will obviously not be able to post the same type of content I had before. I am very happy to be part of the Universal Destination Experiences family. So congratulations to Sinus. We're surely gonna miss all this killer content because he was like the main source on everything dealing with Epic Universe.
Universal's like, let's give him a job and get him off.
Yeah. So I already miss him because obviously it's been over a week since that he last posted something, any aerial shot in regards to Epic Universe. So with that said, now we're gonna rely on BioReconstruct, but BioReconstruct lately has been focusing a lot in Disney. So over here, they're basically telling us all the changes that is happening in this construction, which is supposed to be the part of the Moana walking experience and all that. So basically, this is what it says. Here's the Fire Ring Epcot logo here on number one in this section over here. The Dreamers Point, which we were able to take a picture of the Dreamers Point, which is the statue of Walt Disney, will be located over here. As Kyla and I at least got the opportunity to take a picture in front of that statue in D23, which was awesome, to at least be part of that history, one of the few thousands that were able to do it. And then number three, some of the newest tree that have been transplanted. So
even the trees made the news.
Yeah, but basically what he's saying is that the thing has been evolving, moving along, which is finally because this area has been under construction forever. The other thing that he shows us that I found very interesting is this part over here. Here's the demolition of the Harmonious barges. So they actually brought the middle section, part of the middle section, and they basically took care of it. Look at this is another look. So that's basically what's happening. So shout out to Bio Reconstruct for all the amazing content. Hopefully he start doing some a little bit more of the
Epic.
Epic Universe since the
Let's hope so. Yeah.
side news is gonna be
MI.
missed. All right, on Bethany said, anyone doing bets on how many hidden Mickeys will be in Moana Water walkthrough?
A lot.
Well, I'm sure it's gonna be a lot. And
Hopefully.
when they open it, they normally will tell you
Yeah.
some interesting fact about that. So we'll definitely find out soon. They're gonna have them.
Oh yeah.
That's a tradition. In a little bit of side of news, if you guys didn't know, this happened unfortunately, where
Suspense.
Fantasmic Maleficent
I'll help you.
dragon basically
Engulfed in flame.
caught on fire, and this happened last Saturday. It is sad because this is a show that a lot of people love. Believe it or not, we still haven't had the chance to see Fantasmic in
California.
in California.
No, we haven't.
And because when we travel in January, they were in refurbishment, as a matter of fact. So they just reopened it not too long ago, and now this happened over here. It's sad that happened. And he said during the 10:30 p.m. performance of Fantasmic last that was on Saturday, a malfunction caused by towering Maleficent dragon to become engulfed in flames.
Sorry, guys.
And the show stopped. So this is one of the videos by one of the guests. And you can see it how little by little it's catching fire.
That's horrible.
Now I found out by doing some reading and listening to other people talk. This show has been going on since it started back in 1992.
Wow.
Yeah, it's old. I thought it was maybe in the late 90s, early 2000, but no, 1992.
Wow.
So basically, that's the action on how everything evolved. There were basically what it has been confirmed is that everybody made it out safely. Disney cast members did an outstanding job evacuating basically all that area.
Yeah.
So like the pirates area, anything that they use in around that area. So everybody, all the guests made it out
safe and sound.
Safe. And then the cast was evacuated from Tom Sawyer Island safely. So that was also good to see. And if you want to see something, even let me see. I know
that's Hollywood.
Yeah. So here, okay. So check this out. This is more of a.
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh no.
Somebody doing Splash Mountain.
Wow.
Look at look.
That's insane.
Look at the amount of smoke from that angle.
Do you mean you're like, oh my god?
Yeah. I mean, sadly, these things happen. There is things that nobody, of course, planned for it. You could see the smoke right over here in the background. Yeah. Right there.
Bethany saw it in 2002.
2002? Nice.
I don't remember when the first time was.
So look at that, man. That's great. That's crazy, man. So anyway, heartbroken for
it's gonna take a while for them
it's
to bring it back.
It's gonna be a little while before they can actually do this show again.
Mickey was on the top when that happened.
Right. Shout out to my brother from another mother, Fire Mando, who actually was there yesterday morning covering the news, and this is what is left.
Oh man.
That was before they covered it. We're all assuming, including Mando, they basically did an inspection overnight to determine what could have caused the
What the
fire.
cost?
But
Yeah.
this is what is left from the Dragon.
I got.
So
You see the safety on them? Like they're all.
yeah, but look how fast they're moving because after that, shout out to Josas Danny, they had to cover,
Oh yeah, they have to.
so the guests will not be able to see it. And as far as I know, Tom Sawyer Island was shut down yesterday for the guests. Um, Everything else was functional. So sad to know that this happened. One thing that I just found out before joining live is that there has been a confirmed forecast member. They have been, I think, through the hospital because of smoke. So that's another thing that people were waiting to hear. So nothing
Smoke
major. It's just
inhalation.
the smoke. This is more of what it was left right
Wow.
after. How the heck somebody took that picture? Because at that
Nice.
point everybody was evacuated. I don't know.
Yeah, but where were they? It looks like they were in one.
Right. But this is the fire department. You can see the word
Reedy
there.
Creek.
What it will be really creaky right here. That was the fire department.
Bethany said between that one and the one at Disney World, Maleficent is trying to self-destruct.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Maleficent, I'm tired of this. I want to retire.
Oh shoot! I don't know if Mando knows this. So, Blob Mickey actually used Mando's whatever I just showed you.
Look at that.
From Five Fires. So that's pretty cool, though. And with that said, Walt Disney World suspended the fire breathing effect in Festival of the Fantasy Parade because they gotta make sure whatever happened, it doesn't happen over here. I want to say it was in Tokyo where they had a parade in this caught on fire too.
They've been catching on fire.
So
that's kind of interesting though. Like,
yeah, my guess is actually it was here. You see, Maleficent float catches on fire during Festival of the Fantasy Walt Disney World News.
Let's check this one again.
So I don't know if it has to do some.
That would be worse though.
I don't know if it's that has to do with the pyrotechnic.
It has to.
Maybe they got a shipment where that pyro might be damaged. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but it's interesting. So in the meantime, this has been suspended.
The fire portion.
So. And what Scott actually said over here is all good in Hollywood. That's what he said. So they continue to use the dragon in Fantasmic here in Hollywood studios. So at least we know that it's there in the fire. They continue to do the fire in Hollywood studio. But if I'm the cast from Fantasmic and I'm gonna do Hollywood studio, and even Disney itself, I'm sure that they're nervous. You know what I mean? Oh crap, what could have happened? Like, we gotta triple check. That everything is okay. Right? You want to bring your A game. So anyway, that's something big that broke yesterday because all of that was in yesterday's news. Moving right along, now we're going to Universal Studios. So if you didn't know, pass holders starting on May 1st, we got our extra perks. And one of the extra perks happened to be this cool magnet.
That's a cool magnet.
So that's one thing. And you could benefit from it from May 1st all the way to May 26th. We're also going to get an exclusive entrance, which I don't know why they don't keep that going like they do on Disney. I say that every time that they do it. Why?
The annual pass holder stuff?
Yeah. The special entrance.
Yeah.
I quite not understand that yet. If you go to Confisco or Lombard, you're going to have dining spaces, which In the past, Mary and us have been able to take advantage of the dining spaces that are available for the pass holder. You could also take advantage of some exclusive menu
Ooh,
items.
baby.
So you got some
Why
uh,
you? Why you?
wagyu beef sliders. That would be interesting to try. And in Lombard, you're gonna
Mary
have
can try
a shrimp and crab rangoon. I almost said ragoon.
that. Raccoon.
So I'll go with Mary to Confisco. I'm willing to try this.
Oh, that's nice. I'm sure she'll be willing to try the shrimp and crab. And
Mary
color.
and I can sacrifice for anything that deals with food or drinks. So it's kind of cool to see that we do get some exclusive menu items, including Voodoo
Oh, we
Donut.
gotta do that one.
So
Whole
here,
lot of.
here's what you're gonna get: Antojitos. We have not been in Antojitos in a while.
Oh, I need that donut.
We need to go to Antojitos
I mean,
because
I'm not gonna say no
we
to
haven't
antojitos.
we haven't been in there in a while.
That's some
Um,
delicious food.
Look, even on the
Oh,
great movie Escape, you get a perfect
pear
pear
margarita.
margarita, and the drinks in the escape room
We're delicious.
at the CDs. I highly recommend it to anybody just to go and chill over there and try the drinks. Mary says
The
100%, and y'all are always welcome to my confisco. Bethany says
antojito.
so cool.
Antojito is one of the places I've yet to be, but kept hearing great things about them.
Antojito is cool.
Antojito's good. It's not better than the one at the Mexican restaurant over at Disney Springs,
which is pretty expensive.
but it's pretty. Like the one at Disney Springs is super expensive.
Yeah.
We need to.
And then
I didn't want to. I didn't want to do this, but we might have to go back to NBC Sports Grill now.
I know, Karen. These may change your mind.
Yeah. Avocado toast burger.
NBC Sport Grill.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
We never been impressed with NBC Sport Grill, so I keep telling Karen we need to retry it again to see if we like it or not. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, one of the times the service wasn't good.
Cecilia said, "Hello,
Cecilia!
hi family. Love the tableside guac and antojitos. Yes. Sadly, I mean, story time. Back then I was not. No, it's just that I just recently learned how to eat guacamole.
You're welcome.
So when we went to Antojitos, about 2 years ago, when they introduced that, I was like,
Recently, I have made everybody in this house love.
So when
avocado.
We had the opportunity, I didn't know. You know, I saw it. It was very popular because
and I never get it because I was the only one that likes avocado.
So now that I enjoy it,
guacamole.
Now I want to try it in
oh my God.
because I know it's one of the best.
And table side is so fresh, like it has to be delicious.
But we ended up with what is it, the 3 cheese or whatever. It's in the
queso,
blog,
no?
whatever blog we did. We had to go back and
it's whatever we ordered.
We're gonna redo that vlog again. So sad my pass is expiring. Maybe last minute trip. Yeah, definitely.
Last minute trip, Bethany.
You gotta come back, Bethany. Gotta come back. NBC has frozen me out of that place twice. They keep both doors open.
And it's a wind tunnel. It is a wind tunnel.
That I agree.
Yeah.
Tableside guac is what got me into guacamole. Yeah.
It's delicious.
So I definitely had to.
Well, I don't know. I haven't tried it, but
I had to try it.
But guacamole. Now I want to go to both.
To Confisco?
No, not Confisco.
Oh, no, to NBC Grill and
Antojitos.
Well, we got to do it. Look, Karen, even Starbucks is having
banana split frappuccino.
There you go. That's exclusive for pass holders, man.
That's a must.
It says save 45% on select rooms like Universal Studios Orlando. And Mary and I have been like looking into rooms here and there like randomly. And I can tell you something, there are some killer discounts.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not lying. I think Mary and I, Mary's found last week, I think it was, what was it, Mary? Like the 3rd or 4th week of September, where I want to say Royal Pacific was $1 cheaper than Sapphire or Aventura.
Oh,
I mean, it was like a killer discount. So
very expensive.
whoever got that deal, can you imagine? You're staying on a very cheap price. Plus, you get express.
Yeah, that's a
Sheesh.
good one. It sounds
Um,
delicious. Yes.
so I haven't searched for more deals. Only that day we married, we were exchanging texts back and forth. But we already talked about the exclusive pass holder magnet. Um, so cool perks, man. I mean, Universal does offer cool perks for their annual pass holder. The only thing I will kind of criticize is like they need to keep that special entrance
For
for
pass
us
holder,
all
yes.
year long.
I agree.
Mary,
It'll be the only place I could use it.
yeah. Mary said, "Job. I don't remember the dates in September, but definitely in September, and it was over the weekend too. Yeah, it was a bargain, man. It was insane. It was like it was in the 200 something too. Yeah, it was like dirt cheap. Moving right along. This is what Karen and I unfortunately are gonna get to miss because
What?
we are not gonna be next month in Universal Studio Hollywood. With that
Oh.
said, everybody else who is a Universal Studios Hollywood Pass member will actually get this magnet. Maybe we could talk to Lisa, and if Lisa goes, she will be kind enough to help us get one. So, or if she knows somebody, she could help us get one. That's the only thing that I could think out of the box.
Yeah.
Um, uh, we'll reach out to her. Where's the entrance? Usually, it's towards the left hand side in both IOA and Universal Studios. What they do is that they
Usually
select.
the exit, no, like
No, they select like in the main gate. They select the
the ones on the
the
far
one
left.
on the first 2 to 4 lines, depending how busy they are. Normally, it's the first two. And sometimes, I'll be honest with you, the lines are actually longer than the regular lines. That's the joke that people have, within the groups.
Yeah.
Um, that is the
That's
best
fine.
magnet. That is
Yeah, I would love that one. Especially since that's grand opening. You're never gonna see that, but you know what I mean? Like,
right. So all we can do is just like maybe reach out to Lisa and see if she could help us out to get this magnet. Unfortunately, you have just like you guys, those who are uh, APs, you need to be present and be able to pick it up. Again, that's something that I will.
and if it was in California, because if it was one of those where you get on a
But
plane and it's pretty decent price, but
but
California
this
is
is the
expensive.
other thing I say in regards to Disney versus Universal. Disney usually, if you cannot make it, they mail it to
They
you.
mail it, yeah.
So that's the other difference. I wish Universal will do the same because there's a lot of people. I mean, think about the people even in the UK.
Right.
So, but at least for what I see in Disney, I've received them in the mail from Disney if I don't pick it up. So I really, really would love to have this one. So hopefully, Lisa, if you are rewatching this, you could help us out, or
Please.
Karen will greatly appreciate that. Give kids the word, Karen. Village. They actually were selling tags.
Oh, nice.
Unfortunately, they weren't selling enough. I don't think people know enough what Give Kids the World Village is. So what the Department of
Motor.
uh, yeah,
Motor.
well, the Florida senators actually have proposed that a specialty Florida license plate benefiting Give Kids the World be rethemed to Universal's Orlando Resort for a better chance at meeting a minimum pre-order threshold.
Hmm.
And I agree with that because, as ironically, Disney did their 50th year anniversary and they sold a lot. They sold a lot. And I was thinking, why Universal has not jumped and do the same thing? I mean, like for example, we have two cars. I wouldn't be heartbroken, having a Disney tag and a Universal tag. You know what I mean?
Right.
But now that I know for a fact that this has been proposed, I don't know if they're moving forward.
I hope.
If it goes in benefiting Give Kids the World Village, I am purchasing one because
Yeah.
we do
Right.
whatever we can do to help give kids the world. This is one of our favorite groups out there, and I highly encourage you, even for those of you who are out of state, anything that you can do to help, um, this definitely do it. Simply is the it's I don't know. I love what they do with the kids and those family. And in case you don't know, basically, this is a foundation that is fully dedicated to provide the dream vacation to kids with
Terminal
possible
illness.
terminal illness. And what they do is they actually fly them out with the entire family, and they stay in the village. And the village is like a resort.
Right.
And basically in that resort they have everything. And if you wanna see a tour of it, we do have videos on that. And of course those videos that we do for the Christmas, lighting and all that, that's from Give Kids the World. They do have an ice cream shop, um, which is amazing. We were part of the grand opening. We felt extremely humble that we got invited by them. And basically, they believe that, for example, um, ice cream is at any time.
Anytime of the day.
So if the kids want ice cream for breakfast, that shop opens, I think, at 8 or 9 in the morning, something like that, and you can have as much ice cream as you want to. And their ice cream is delicious.
Delicious.
And
It's like ice cream.
and shakes and all that.
Yeah.
So um, they have, and to be fair, there's a lot of associations or companies such as Universal, Disney, SeaWorld
Gatorland.
that they have donated money and volunteer time, and they have built different things in their village to provide entertainment to the kids. Also, the kids get to celebrate Halloween every week. They get to celebrate
Christmas
every day. So they
Every
get to
week.
see Santa Claus every day. I mean, not every day, every week, because you stay for the entire week. All expenses included. They don't even have to pay for food, transportation to the theme parks. All of that is taken care of. The passes are taken care of. So if you can actually or want to help a foundation, definitely this is the foundation you want to help here in Orlando, because the work that they do is amazing. And when we go there at least once or twice a year, we are in love with the work that they do.
Yeah, they're amazing.
And we know the VP, and we know, so it's amazing. But anyway, they're looking. That was a proposal, and because they said that the specialty plate has only sold 107 pre-sale vouchers, and according to the Department of Motor Vehicle, whatever, the plate has until October 15, 2024 to meet the pre-sale requirement. The pre-sale vouchers are available to Florida residents for $35 each. So the senators basically say, hey, how
They're trying
about
to push it.
if you do Universal, and everything that Universal, people that buy for Universal, that goes to Give Kids the World. That's the proposal. So it's no longer going to be Give Kids the World. It's going to be a Universal Orlando Resort tag. And everything that they actually get from that sale goes to the foundation. And I like that idea, but I don't like the idea because
I was gonna say
that's the problem. People don't know what Give Kids the World is.
I think they should have maybe have a little sign that says Universal, but still make the bigger thing that Give Kids the World.
And I'm sure they'll probably figure something out. Knowing Universal, you know what I mean? And Disney,
like they could put their
logo. Gonna put the logo somewhere. Yeah.
And leave it Give Kids the World Village, because I think they need more. Lexi agrees with me.
No, we got a furious Chihuahua in here. So definitely something to look into for us, Karen, because I would definitely I do whatever it takes to help this foundation. Moving right along, if you did not know, prices increase for Universal Studios annual passes, um, and here are the difference. So for the two park annual pass, and this was to be expected.
Oh yeah.
This was to be expected because they gotta make the money. You know how it is. So if you are a Florida resident, there was no change on seasonal, no change on power pass. The preferred basically was 439, and now it's 529. So it's about, what is that, like $90? And people like me who has the premiere, we took the hit. It's like what is this? Like $100 something more.
Of course.
So that's basically what it is. And this is what basically you are gonna be paying if you had the flex payment plan per pass. So now we got to expect to pay more money. If you are a non-Florida resident, then the same thing, seasonal and power did not have changed. Um, Same thing, about a $90 increase on preferred, and the premier took a hit. Look at this, from 754 now they're at
Jeez, jeez.
904. It was like
Woo.
it was a big hit right there. So um, I knew that was gonna happen, and like I was talking to Mary the other day, we all better get used to this pricing and enjoy it for the moment, because once Epic opens,
Oh yeah.
these prices are gonna go to the roof. Right now Universal has one of the most affordable passes out there, but once they bring that park, now they have three parks. And
a water park.
So imagine that. Mary said it ranged from $90 to $140 increase. But Universal Orlando is not the only one, Karen. We also took a hit on Universal Studio Hollywood. So we get it twice because we're our APs in Hollywood too. So following the increases out in Orlando, basically, blah, 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 blah. Let me see, because I don't know why he's barking so much, but we're silver, Karen. So but the Universal Hollywood works so much different than Orlando. So check this out.
Oh, it's only
$239 at the gate or $229 online. So if you buy it online, it's cheaper. So it's an increase of $10. So for us, I think we were paying, what was it, $28 combined. So if it's $10 per ticket, I mean that's $20 more. Now it's $48 more per month or something like that. I can't even remember. So we're
still beats the 100 whatever from
I know that we're silver. So they got the hit, and once again, it's to be expected, honestly, especially them with Super Nintendo World, which, by the way, by 9 o'clock this morning, there was no more reservations for those two cafes.
Jeez.
And I think by 10 in the morning, there was no more access to the land. Sold out for the entire day. So Super Nintendo World definitely is bringing that big crowds over here.
That Super Nintendo could have been a park of its own.
Right.
Like.
So definitely, Universal Hollywood was expected to be going up. If you didn't know, we do have soon the Universal, and that was part of the perks. That we're gonna have our pass holder lounge. I do like the fact that they did it like this, being that it's in Toon Lagoon, they did a really good job.
They stay within the theme.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
So it is expected to be open, I think, this month.
Those are pretty colors, though. I like the colors.
I like the design and all that. Pretty dope. They did a really good job. So shout out to Universal once again. Oh yeah, Mary, you're right. It opens on May 1st.
course, Mary's right.
May 1st. All right, moving right along. This is how the lagoon looks like currently at Universal. We haven't been Universal. We're gonna be Universal on Saturday. I will be Universal. I gotta do a major update over there because there's so much going on.
I will not.
It looks like Epcot right now with all the construction. But this is how the lagoon looks like right now as they're building the new nighttime spectacular. So I cannot wait to see that as well. So that's a lot that what they're doing.
Can't wait to see what they actually do with it.
Moving right along, the Universal Orlando annual pass holder. Here's the bounce back deal that is available on qualifying merchandise. So they say from April 22nd to July 15, Universal Orlando AP who spend over $75 in in a single transaction will receive a $20 digital coupon available for use starting the next day on purchase over $50. If the pass holder spends over $150, then they're going to give you a $50 coupon and they will be granted instead for use on a purchase over $100. I feel it's a really good deal in my opinion because you know how many people come here one day with their family. You know, you have multiple days and then you spend XYZ amount of money. You can spend $75 easily.
You can spend 150 easy.
I mean, like a popcorn bucket alone will be $30 to $35. You're already halfway there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So to get money back, so that way the next day when you come, you have some saving plus your discount as an AP. Hey man, I take it. So this is very smart. They haven't. I don't think they have done this in a while because I remember when I used to be in the park, they used to do this offer, you know, like that all the time. But I haven't seen that much going on. But what I wait to give back to the APs once again. So, all right. So
Mary.
that, huh?
Mary said something. Mary said, and a little cheat if like the non-interactive one, go in and get a gift card.
Mm-hmm. And everything helps.
Girl.
You get the discount if they allow it while using the gift card through the park. Yeah. You know that you're always gonna find somebody that may squeeze that in because they don't know about it unless that they block the system. Carol, how are you? I hope that you and the family doing well. So moving now from Universal, we're gonna go back and talk some more Disney.
Oh,
as today basically was reminded to everybody around the world plus cast member. Hey, by the way, by the end of this week, we have to cut 4,000 more CMs. Excuse me. But this is the part that is very interesting. The according to a report from Variety, the cut will be by this Thursday, and because Disney's targeting a reduction of 7,000 jobs this year, and if I'm not mistaken, Walt Disney Company also told another source, I want to say it was like a business magazine or a business journal or something like that, that the majority, if not all the cuts, were gonna go from the media side. So like the ABC channel, you know, we're gonna get some cuts, you know, more in the Disney Plus. They were looking into possibly canceling some of the shows, you know, anything that will actually reduce that. That's what they were gonna do. They were saying that it was minimum cuts in the theme park because the theme park are doing very well. But is Disney?
You never know.
They could do whatever the heck they want.
I just replied to the message. Yeah, I replied back, Carol. I have one more question.
Yeah. Yeah. And the part that I don't understand is so freaking contradicting with Disney. Watch it. So they remind, I already know their pattern. They remind people, hey, we're gonna make more cuts. Watch it. In the next few days, they're gonna make an announcement on how much more money they're spending on developing something else. and how they're bringing this to the guests. And because when they did their first cut, then that's when they announced that they were gonna do something that was gonna bring more jobs to the field. It's something
We're
that
gonna cut you guys, but hey, we're hiring, by the way. We're gonna be hiring.
it just makes you scratch your head. Like, I don't get them. All I can tell you is it's just promises, 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 and the guy that you're seeing on the screen, he has to deliver something to the stakeholders, shareholders, and all that the shareholders care about is their bottom line and how they're gonna be making money. That's the sad reality. Um, so it's easier for them to say we're cutting and then we're adding. I am still dying to hear when they're going to say, hey, listen, because we got a cut, we also are going to cut in our bonuses.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because if we cut in our bonuses, that's equivalent to XYZ amount of millions of dollars that are going to go back to, the cuts, because the cast member who are doing the hard work, bringing the magic to the guests, don't deserve to be cut. And I woke up from that dream.
Yeah.
So it is insane. I don't understand because they make a ton of money. They do. They do. The cast member make the difference at the parks and resort. Without them, Disney will not be where they are today. And
100%.
that's the saddest part. So it frustrates me to know that Disney's playing with cast member this way. So, by the way, we're letting you know we're gonna reduce because they've been put on on notification. Is that a word? Like a notice.
A notice.
The cast member were put in notice. By the way, this week we're making more cuts, and then they go and say, by the way, we're adding this that is costing us XYZ amount of millions of dollars. And then next week they're gonna say, but by the way, cast members are the best part of our company. I get sick and tired of the hypocrisy going around from Disney top management. I think again, I will value them more if they say as a leader, listen, I know we have to cut, so I made decisions to even cut under my department, for example. Sadly, I had to let go people from, people that work directly under me. That could be Josh Damaro, that could be Bob Iger. That way we could save some money. If they say we're going to cut from our bonuses, kind of like what Chapek did during COVID, I want to give back so that way cast members are not being affected. Then, as a person, I will admire them. I will say that's true leadership right there. But unfortunately, showing you right there that all that they care is about money. Cast members are not in the best of interest at the end of them making the decision. They tell you we're doing the best to do this, and what they'll do then is like after they have slapped the cast member left and right, then they try to buy them off. They're probably gonna come up with something loud because we appreciate you. We're gonna give you this.
Right.
That's the part that it really pisses me off about Walt Disney World Company. How they're treating their cast member. I do understand as a business you have to make hard decisions, but don't be saying I'm cutting from here, messing with people's livelihood so I could spend more money over here. So that way over here you can make more of the money. Because you're right, Gladys. How I'm gonna build over here if I don't have the people that create the magic? Meanwhile, I cut from here, or people might be, I don't know. If now that the cast member have been put on notice and all of this is over the media, as a cast member, I may be nervous. I may be paranoid. The minute that a manager calls me, hey, can you come to my office?
No.
I'm already paranoid. You know what I mean? Do I really want to go and talk to my manager? Do I really want to go to work and give my best to the guests at that point?
Cecilia, have a good night.
Thank you for stopping by, Cecilia. So
yeah, and even that affects the customers how they are at work too.
Yeah, I mean, can you be productive?
And then I think at that point, any guest complain or anything, people are gonna be like, "Oh my god," like if this guest complains about me, I might lose my job.
I might lose my job.
Like
exactly.
I could be one of those easy targets to get rid of.
Can you blame cast member for being paranoid at this point?
Mm-mm.
I can.
No.
I cannot. You're messing with their livelihood. You know what I mean? And I go back to.
He agrees.
Our apologies. I go back to the whole thing. We're cutting, but yet we're gonna be spending. Watch it. It's gonna happen. Give it a few more days before the Walt Disney World makes an announcement on how much money they're gonna spend on XYZ amount of project.
Well, they might show up with how much money they gotta spend to fix Maleficent's dragon.
Right. But she wasn't in their budget.
Right.
I wonder if they will increase their pay. Of course, they're gonna increase their pay. Top management, of course, they're gonna increase their pay.
Cast members are gonna get an increase, but
yeah. And the other thing is talking about the pay increase. That's what is so dangerous about this whole pay increase. When Disney agreed with the union about giving you an increase, what was it, $18 an hour? Somebody has to pay for that. So right now, when a company does a budget, for example, when Walt Disney Corporation did a budget at the end of the fiscal year, maybe towards the end of fiscal year in December, and say we're budgeting XYZ amount for labor, now we have to negotiate with the union. The union increased $3. Now somebody has to pay for that. So are we looking into more than 7,000 jobs cut this year?
Reduction.
Is that what we're looking at? Or are guests going to be paying more money to come into the parks?
I think it's going to be
both. Or both. Because as a company,
I think it's going to be both.
I have to pay. And not only that, that's over here in Florida, $18 the minimum, which they deserve, don't get me wrong. But they just announced last weekend that in Disneyland, security is going to get an $8 increase. $8. Yeah, you heard it correctly. I thought it was a mistake. $8 increase. So by 2025, security, I'm not saying that they don't deserve it. They're going to be making $26 an hour. So they're going to go from 18 to 26 in California. Somebody has to pay for that. And the only way that a company can sustain in business is either increasing their prices. So guess we got to pay for that. And that includes between tickets, that includes food, that includes merchandise. Plus, we may be looking at more cuts because at this point, you're robbing Peter to pay Paul. That's what you're doing. You want me as a union, you want me to pay this amount of money, but at the same time, I need to get that money from somewhere.
Yes, that money has to come from somewhere.
Somebody has to pay. Yes, Carol.
Yeah.
$8 an increase. By 2025, they're going to be making $26. Security. I don't know what made them go for security only, but I don't know. That's just I don't.
And with that, the other unions are going to start negotiating. Because why would you pay security $8 more and not anybody else?
Correct. So unfortunately, I'm already anticipating that we're going to see this 7,000. This is not gonna.
No, it's not the end.
It says this year, but of course now you're gonna see for next year you're gonna see more money, more. Well, you're gonna see both. You're gonna see more of an increase, and you're gonna see more cast members being cut off, because now it used to cost me maybe XYZ amount of money for me to have 30 people. I can only afford this amount of money. So now instead of 30 people, I'm going to have 22.
Yeah.
That's how they're going to run it. That's business.
And which is going to hurt everybody.
Everybody's going to be hurt. Everybody. And they're going to say, okay, as it is, we could cut down to 22 employees on this location. If you want to cut at least to 26, meaning 4 more, then we propose that we increase prices on the following. That's just business.
Yeah.
That's basically the price of doing business. So every time that the union goes over there and wants more money, I'm out there. I'm like, damn, they deserve it. But at the same time, I'm like, crap. Here comes more cuts.
Well, I think even as cast members, you're like, yeah, we like they get a price increase, but then you're like, this is gonna count. That this is gonna cost us somewhere.
Yeah,
Like
you're robbing Peter to pay Paul. That's what you're
so.
doing at that point. And you can only increase so much to visitor before a visitor stop coming, and that's the problem. Yes, I agree with you, but no, Disney has shown over and over and over that they are a hot commodity. You know, it's becoming like gas price right now. You may slow down driving,
Right.
but it's not going to stop you from driving.
Yeah, but it's gonna. I think at some point it's gonna slow down the amount of people that's coming. So
Yeah,
then again, something's gonna have to get cut.
right.
So it's gonna continuously be a dominoes effect.
Either or,
Yeah.
what it's gonna do is it's gonna hurt somebody,
Right.
and that somebody is gonna be the combination of guest and cast member. Gladys said the prices are really going up at the resort, in part the food and merchandise, and people buy it and at the higher prices. So they are trying to cut back on salaries and increasing profit in every way. Yep.
Yeah, they are.
Again, that's the cost of doing business. I went to Busch Garden last week, and there were hardly any employees, and you can tell the park was.
That's what we've been hearing and seeing lately, and like their
businesses are hurting.
Yeah. And Busch Garden needs to be careful, I think, because they're not getting a lot of good rep right now. Which I mean, they're gonna go down.
And SeaWorld is in the same boat. But also, Disney's not fully staffed.
No, not at all.
Disney still have locations that have not reopened since the pandemic. So that's how short of staff Disney is. Hey Jonathan, how are you, my friend? Hope everything is going well. It's gonna price people out. It's gonna price people out. So the slowdown comment Karen made is more what I mean with that. Yeah, but see, I feel that with Disney, Karen, it's still gonna bring a balance.
Still gonna bring a balance, but you can tell, like even now, you can tell people are still paying the prices, but you don't have the amount of people in the parks anymore. You can literally, some days you can literally walk through the entire park and know that.
But again, it's hard to judge it at this point because you also were dealing with the revenge traveling.
Right.
And you know what I mean? And revenge traveling is not such a thing as much anymore.
I think revenge traveling is done.
And not to disrespect anybody, because I love everybody, but we needed a break. As a local, we needed a break.
Oh, we're not staffed anywhere.
No, I mean, not only we're not staffed, but the traffic, the amount of, I mean, it was insane at one point. So now you're gonna see a plateau on business for Disney and Universal and even hotels and all that. And this is where also could become dangerous because the question is, did all this company staff accordingly to the business that we're having because of revenge traveling?
Right.
If the answer is yes, then there's going to be more cuts than Disney because they are not going to be needed. The employees are not going to be needed, unfortunately. So it's going to be
the hiring's going to slow down.
Well, it's going to get to the point that unfortunately, again, things are going to plateau. And then not only them, I mean, Universal also did the pay increase. So it doesn't come as a surprise that, look, right over here, you know what I mean? They have projects going on, they're building, they're, refurbishing. And on top of that, they are going to pay employees more money. So somebody has to pay for that issue. But going back to this, the part that annoys me once again is hey, by the way, we're cutting 2 to 3 days after. By the way, we're building, and we're giving this and we're giving that, and it's costing us XYZ amount of billions of dollars.
And we're gonna bring so many jobs.
I feel like saying, didn't you say you got to cut $5.5 billion? So shouldn't you be concentrating on cutting from or slowing down from other projects. So that way, but anyway,
No.
what the heck do I know, right? Um, moving right along. So we talked about what happened the other day when the board showed up and really created this new board. And for those that just joined us, I'm talking about them over here. This is the new board. The day before, DeSantis showed up, and this is when he started saying, "You know what? Who knows?" He was like, "Who knows?" Some people even recommended to put a state prison.
Yeah.
With being so arrogant and all that. The interesting fact about that speech that he actually did, that press conference in Reedy Creek, is the fact that he accused Disney of not paying taxes,
Right.
or not paying enough
Enough.
taxes, because that's basically DeSantis' message of trying to basically um, lie to people and gain people's trust by lying to people, right? And of course, some of his followers believe all these. Some of the people that admire DeSantis, and we all know that he's making this a political move. Um, so he wants to, even though he hasn't formally announced it, he wants to run as a president. He's gonna try to look good by saying, "Hey, I'm making this company pay what they deserve to do in taxes." Blah 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 blah. Right? Disney has not spoken. Disney has not counterattacked. The only thing that Disney did is that they went ahead and in the Disney Connect website, they went ahead and did an update. And they basically said how much they pay in taxes. So, in other words, they're like, you know what? Since the DeSantis wants to lie to people, all that we're going to do is that we're going to put it out there. It's all public information.
Put the facts.
Rather than people, in
Keep
other
assuming.
words, assume, and rather than other people have to dig for the information, we're going to put it out there. We're going to make it accessible. We're going to give you the facts. Unlike the governor who tried to pull it out of, what? We're going to give you the facts. So it's interesting to see how much money they pay in taxes. It's saying in an update to the website this year, Disney disclosed that they has paid 1.146 billion in state and local taxes. Disney says it is the largest single taxpayer in Central Florida. So obviously, since that they released this, DeSantis has not said a word.
Never mind.
I mean, totally the opposite. He went and he did a campaign, and he didn't even mention the taxes. He mentioned about corporations being woke. We're fighting being woke.
Does he even know what that means?
I don't even know. You know what? If you're gonna fight being woke, first of all, this guy has to be more awake, be more woke. But basically, what he said, nothing was said even from that point on about the taxes. And then in a recent annual shareholder meeting, this is when Bob Iger said that a few weeks ago. He basically said that they have 75,000 employees. They invest over $17 billion. And
they're going
to invest 17 more billions of dollars on Walt Disney in the next 10 years, which is going to bring 13,000 new Disney jobs. So that's basically a good way of Disney saying, dude, first of all, you don't know the facts. Second of all, you want to talk about not paying taxes? We're going to show it to you, bro.
Right.
Because part of the things that you use to fix things around Florida come from our taxes. Yeah. They come from what we pay, rightfully so. So, of course, since then, DeSantis did not say a damn word about it, which is even more interesting. So, hey, man, it is what it is. This thing is going to get even uglier. I'm waiting, and Disney has not even responded. So, not only that, they responded with the taxes, and the following day, they went ahead and Disney announces expansion of affordable housing project opening in 2026. If you guys don't know this, Disney has made this announcement prior to the whole DeSantis fiasco. Excuse me, my language. They already said this. This is nothing new. But they once again reminded DeSantis that this is a way that once again they contribute towards the state. Now, I don't want to get very political, but unfortunately, one of the biggest issue in Central Florida nowadays is affordable housing.
There isn't.
There is nothing as affordable anymore. You're looking at a single a studio, one room, one bathroom, starting at $1,900,
Yeah.
and people are making an average of $15 to $16 an hour. That's it. That's the reality
Right.
that we're living in Florida. So, in other words, I took this like not as a jab to our governor. This is an uppercut.
Yeah.
So while you're dragging us to the mud, you're sweeping the floor with us, you're basically going on a war with us. We're gonna throw to your face that unlike you, who have not done anything for the housing problem here in Florida overall,
We will.
which in other words, you should be paying attention. That's what the
Yeah.
people hire you for. We, as the number one taxpayer, company taxpayer, are gonna take care of this. And I read between the line, that's an uppercut, that's a slap to his face.
Right.
Once again, he did not say a darn word. He cannot say it. Um, Also, interesting enough, Disney worked out a deal with the gas station that is in their property, and while we're paying, I think it's $3.70, $3.80 a gallon. Um, they maintain between the agreement with Disney and that company, the price is lower than that, so people can afford it, especially the cast member. I'm surprised this hasn't been
Yeah.
exploded out there, but Disney made sure that that doesn't happen. Now, why is Disney doing this? It's another jab, another slap to DeSantis. Unfortunately, DeSantis wants to pick a fight with them. The only reason why we're paying so much in gas is because, in case you guys didn't know, we have bad floods last week in Fort Lauderdale. It was actually by DeSantis. It was called a state of emergency. People panic in South Florida. They ran out of gas, and supply did not make it on time. So there was people, different towns and little towns in South Florida, they did not have gas. Therefore, gas price for all of us went up. Meantime, our governor wants to pick a fight over here. So what Disney does say to the gas station, hey, do not increase so much the gas price. Do not, and the company agree with them, and they maintain it in something affordable. So once again, it's another jab, another uppercut, another slap. It has become a battle of egos, but also it has become very political, and little by little they're proving for many other people that our governor is retaliating against them, yet he's so distracted that he's not doing the job that he was hired for.
He just needs to refocus.
It's very strategic of
Yeah.
how Disney's doing it. But as long this over here
We'll see how affordable it is.
happens and it's affordable for the people and helps a lot of family, that's all that I care.
Right.
Because something needs to be done. And if Disney does this, it pushes other people to do it as well. But anyway, moving right along. Disney actually resumed with the sales of annual passes. As far as I know, they still available.
I'm sure.
The first day that this went live, I waited about 5 hours after so many glitches. If I was to click now, I don't know if these are the prices as it is right now, so you can still buy them. They're still available.
I wonder why.
Now there's no wait. The first day, like I said, 5 hours. The second day, I waited about 10 to 15 minutes, and now you could go in. Basically, if you are an out of state, you can only get this one, and you have to pay it fully. You cannot get monthly. If you are a DVC, depending what are your benefits, you could get either this one or that one, and you could actually do the monthly payments. If you are a Florida resident, you could get any, pretty much. So talking about uh, talking about the prices, you're looking at the top tier for $1,400 for the entire year, versus the top tier for the non-Florida resident for Universal. You're looking at 904.
Still cheaper.
So it's still cheaper. It's
less expensive.
right.
Because cheaper is not the right word.
Right. It's still like $400 away from each other. But Mary and I were talking about it the other day. Again, you cannot compare apples to apples because as it is, you're paying for this, but this is only two parts.
Right.
And
Disney has four.
Right. You're paying whatever $1,300
for four.
But you got four parts.
Right.
So it's not apple to apple. So that's costing you more, but you get more out of it.
Right.
So other than that, up to 20% off.
You got to see, I guess, more when Epic opens and when they do the bundles, like.
It is gonna be the same thing,
and it's still not gonna be the same. I mean, you're still gonna have the water park, but still not.
You're $500 away. You're $500 away from Disney to Universal. You're gonna open Epic.
You're gonna go there.
You're gonna. I could see that pass for non-Florida resident, at least in the $1,200. At least in the $1,200. Now, for Florida resident, then this price doesn't change for us. That's the other part that it sucks, because at least Universal does non-resident versus Florida resident. For us over here, we don't get much of a discount. Now, if you are an annual pass holder, what they do is every year before you renew, they apply a 15% off. So whatever they go up, at least it's 15% off. So anyway, Mary calculated like per ride. So it breaks down to about $8.10 per ride for Disney because they have more rides in comparison to $18 and a few more cents per ride at Universal. So when you break it down, it's more value to get the Disney pass holder because you get more for your money. However, telling a family of four right now, they come from out of state to cough out $1,400 for all of us. That's $5,600, and you gotta add the tax. That means for the year we had to pay close to $6,000 just in annual passes.
No, you can't afford that. Like, it's a lot of money.
So and this is that we have to pay at the moment.
Right.
It's not monthly. So it is so much harder. So you gotta not, or you have the whatever. What is it? There is Universal. You thought I love numbers.
Clearly.
You could say whatever 905 times 4. $3,600. So you're talking about over $2,000, almost $2,000 a difference.
Right.
So, it's rough. Either or, it's still rough.
Rough, yeah.
So
still a lot of money on
just
both
know
parts.
that they're still available. So if you were panicking
on the first day,
right? See, in my case, I could either renew or upgrade. Moving right along, they also announced, because last week, if you guys didn't know, was the midway of Halloween. Disney does this every year. They do phenomenal when it comes to marketing this thing.
To get people excited about Halloween.
Right. And I was wrong in my prediction. I remember saying if they do it like last year, each day we're going to have an announcement. They didn't announce anything until Thursday. So they kept like dropping hints here and there, but Thursday, that's when they went heavily. So 2023 Mickey No So Scary Halloween Party ticket prices and discount information, because that's what they announced. And if you are annual pass holder or a DVC member, you can save $10 per ticket when you go to Mickey No So Scary Halloween. So starting on August 11, which is the opening day, which is insane that we celebrate Halloween at the beginning of August in the hottest freaking month.
You can't even wear a costume.
No.
Yeah, melt.
It is so miserable. Like I had legit seen people for 2 consecutive years, because the cool thing about the parties, the Halloween party in Disney, is that that's one of the only occasions the adults are allowed to dress up, for Halloween. But
to a certain degree.
Do you know how many adults I have seen breaking down their outfit, not even in the middle of the night, because they're sweating bullets? So obviously,
or even kids start sweating,
right?
Because I mean, you gotta think about it. They make costumes for Halloween, I think, more with the mindset of people up north. So they make them long sleeve, like everything's like covered. It covers your entire body, like everything's pretty much for up north. And here, like you roast in most of the costumes.
Yep. So as usual, like any other after party, the first day is the one of the highest, starting at $149 per ticket. With my discount, will be $139, and that comes to about a little bit over $600 for the four of us. That's what is so important that you guys continue to hit like and sharing our videos, and we continue to like getting more views, because that all that helps paying for all of this. This is how we actually are able to afford some of this. Not everything, because we're never gonna break even, but at least it helps us out in order to produce content for y'all. But that's the first night. Then it starts on a Friday, which I love.
Yeah,
I love, because then when you start going into these weekdays, it's a nightmare with the kids in school and us coming out of work. For me, I could
August, are they in school?
In the 11, yes, they start on the 10th.
Of course they do.
Yeah, but I definitely may have to take this day off, because if it's like last year, remember that they actually release a bunch of food.
Yeah,
that you could find during the day, and then we spend the time.
We wasted our
freaking trying to get some of that food in the content.
We wasted time.
So we may have to take the day off. And you're normally off on Friday, and then do some of that content, and be there most of the day, I guess. But anyway, this is the most expensive one, and then it goes down on price, and then once you make it to September, back into the Labor Day weekend, which is opening day for opening weekend for Halloween Horror Night. Then you go to the 119. Once you're in October, that's when you start hitting the 149, 169, 189 in October.
No, there's one on the top. That's 189.
October 30th. That's because
October 13th. It's Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, and the schools are off, I think, on that day. But it's Friday and in this October 20th. Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool to go to that one.
Which Mary may have to make arrangements to come on this day, remember?
Yes, but not for that.
I know, but while you and Mary were gonna try
to we're gonna ride Tower Terror 13 times.
There you go.
Mary's like, I never agreed to actually come.
I said that was the conversation.
That was the margaritas talking or whatever. Right, yeah.
Prior to me writing it, and I don't remember that conversation happening. But anyway, for the weekend, the Halloween weekend, Karen, you're looking at $200 per person.
That's insane.
It is insane. Now, it is insane depending on what you're looking to do. If it's for rides,
then it's perfect.
Then it's the best deal, because a lot of people are not going to want to ride the rides. They're going to do all the festivities.
Right.
So Mary said...
I was like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry about it, Mary. I will remind you. So, those are the pricing.
She's like, I couldn't get in.
The pre-sale, another pre-sale. The sale starts on May 2nd or April 27th.
If you're staying at
one of the resorts.
during one of the parties.
Right. So we're looking possibly to go on opening day, or I don't know. I just don't want to do it during the week. You know what I mean? Because of the kids, or unless the kids stay and you and I come.
Right.
That's the other alternative. So we shall see.
That might be a good alternative.
Or we split.
2 and 2.
Two do it on that this Friday, and the other two do it over here. Like we do a vlog, you do a live stream.
Right.
That's the other
But it's
alternative.
still having the kids on Tuesday out late. It's not gonna.
Yeah. Does this mean I get more moonshine? You may have to.
Yes.
You definitely may have to get more moonshine to
I
drive
mean, I don't know how
more.
much moonshine can you drink and ride 13 times like that. Gonna go for a record. 13 moonshines for
Oh,
13 rounds.
oh boy. No, she cannot be intoxicated. What are you talking about?
That's gonna be.
Jesus. All right, moving right along, guys. New characters coming to Mickey Boo to You Halloween Parade in
Okay, that's
2023.
when I want to go.
So Disney World has announced that new faces will come into the Mickey's Boo to You Parade,
Boo to you.
which is an amazing parade, but they didn't say who, So
But by the picture, it looks like the bride is coming.
challenge accepted, Mary said.
That's the bride.
Boo to You, they're already in there.
The bride.
She's in the parade. She is. Look, Karen, you didn't know this.
Ooh.
New, never before seen Walt Disney World cast member name tags coming this spring.
Her name tags, yeah.
And it said Disney World has announced the cast member who have continued to wear their 50th anniversary name tags will receive new name tags this spring with a never before seen design. And that's basically an announcement.
Here's the announcement. Cast members, you're gonna get a new name tag.
Now,
we're gonna get it in the mail, actually.
Oh yeah,
supposedly.
Better for you guys. Don't have to pick it up.
I was gonna pick it up.
This has become one of our favorite
popcorn
buckets out there in Walt Disney World. And it's a lot bigger
for sure
than we all expected.
It's pretty big, yeah.
For $20.69, you could get Boomba.
It's 26.
It is super darn cute.
He's cute.
And I'll be honest with you, as I've been reflecting on Saturday.
It's been reflecting.
Saturday was an amazing day.
I kind of wish we could have stayed the whole day.
I haven't, you know what, Karen? And I was like thinking about it earlier today. I haven't had such a great time in Walt Disney World in a while. I was happy. I was feeling the magic. I was like, other than we got to hurry up because we got to go to work. I was immersed in the entire celebration.
And that's usually what happens. Like on days that we're having a lot of fun, we have to go somewhere.
I enjoyed every single aspect. From the celebration, the only sucking part about the celebration was, where we were at and you couldn't see much. But
I could see less. So.
The facts that they share of everything accomplished by Animal Kingdom and Walt's Dream and all that. I mean, to the rare characters that showed up.
I kind of wish they made some of those characters more permanent, though.
It was such an amazing experience.
It was a good day.
And I was thinking this morning, I haven't had a great time like this in a long time in Disney. Like, I couldn't even complain. I cannot complain about anything. And then when we met Moana,
she was amazing.
Oh my goodness, one of the best character interactions that we had. I mean, in a while. We had fun.
Yeah.
It was
a good day.
A total of 2 hours that we had to do, but it was amazing. It was amazing. Good job to Disney. Cast member did super amazing job as they normally do, and the kids enjoyed it.
Yeah, they didn't want to leave.
So, but now you can meet Moana. And I highly recommend that you meet Moana because it
Hey, go
was
back up.
super,
Go back up.
super
Go back up.
fun. Look at us over there.
Look at us.
Blunt Mickey. But Blunt Mickey used Mando, and now we show up over here. See, that's the proof that we do the line.
I know. We do that. We do the line. We do the line. We don't skip.
We don't skip no lines. So there we go. That's your Cool Gates Adventure family over there making the line. So we had a really good time. Really, really good time. This is us again over here.
And the one on the top over there too.
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah, so it was really good. Really good. Highly recommend you guys to go and meet Moana.
Yeah, if you can, if you're here, go
The
check her out.
interaction is amazing. She's here to stay, which is great news. Animal Kingdom needs more of that, by the way. But everything was so cool. And if you have not watched our video, please watch it. It was a super fun video. I enjoyed so much editing that video.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that I did a really good job.
Hello.
With it. No, somebody that watched it at work, from work.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Getting props at work.
Yep. So anyway, that's Moana. And here it is, Karen. This is how the castle is looking nowadays. Which that's what the reason why I'm using this background, same as the thumbnail, because they still have part of the 50th celebration. However, the banners are different, so it's looking a bit different nowadays.
That's pretty.
Mm-hmm. So, dun, dun, dun. So, shout out to Block Mickey, and let me make sure that we didn't get anything else new. I don't know why the network is so slow.
It's been slow. Even at work, it was slow.
So,
I think it's the weather.
And it's planned downtime for Disney World website and my Disney Experience app starting tomorrow. Good to know. Good to know. Other than that, that's it.
That's it.
That's it, people. That's it, my people. Hold on. Let me stop the screen. All right, people. So that's it. There's a bunch of news. Hopefully, we're expecting soon some kind of notification or announcement from Halloween Horror Nights. Universal has been getting sneaky. They've been hinting here and there. Last hint was in TikTok, and still people don't know what the heck they meant.
Are they coding? Yeah.
So now they're dropping in all different social media. So we are expecting and then some kind of announcement soon. That's what we're expecting. So hopefully the hype for you Halloween Horror Night continues. So
it'll be there.
I can't wait. Well, Disney already dropped theirs, so
right.
Now Universal can legit play with the hype, knowing that Disney did theirs already in a formal announcement, and they could still, get their attention.
Right.
So this week, we have a video, an update on merchandise for Disney Spring that is coming out sometime on Wednesday. On Friday, you're gonna do a live. God willing, on Friday you may do a live.
Yeah, I can't go into Magic Kingdom. That's all right now.
And on Saturday, Saturday, I'm going back to Universal to record a video.
You are. Michael Keaton's.
Yeah, but it's kind of somewhat. It looks kind of off. I looked at it, I'm like, I don't know, and I hope not, because
it'll be the first disappointment.
We're bringing the fun.
Yay.
Man. That's basically gonna be my reaction.
Great.
Man, really? So
That can be the first house we skip.
uh, you're lying. But hopefully they announce something soon, or they bring more something that excite people.
Right.
Or I'm also expecting an announcement for the summer. Lately, Universal has been doing stuff for the summer, something that kind of brings people into the park.
I think it's gonna be a
Kind of like, hey, listen,
Minions Cafe or something.
like, well, there's a rumor. There's a rumor that in May they're shutting down Mails at the end of May, and then Minions Cafe is to open at the end of May for by Memorial Day weekend. That's the rumor. But they already know. We already know that Villain Con is opening sometime in the summer. Now we know they have Minions Cafe. I'm expecting some kind of celebration to bring people in. We don't have no Mardi Gras, you know what I mean? But
Right.
they usually do a filler during the
Oh, the
summer.
summer.
Yeah, so
something.
that way we bring crowds, and then after that is Halloween Horror
Right.
Night. So I'm also expecting
Something.
something coming from Universal soon in regards to the summer. We shall see. I mean, I hope so.
Summer's around the corner.
But hey, we'll be there no matter what. All right, my people, thank you so much for listening to us. We hope we were able to inform you of some of the craziness that is happening out there. We appreciate your love and support, and we'll see you on Wednesday on a vlog and hopefully on Friday on a live. So I'll let you know what park and all that by Thursday.
So right now, Magic Kingdom's a no go. Yeah,
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know why.
So
Mary's laughing.
it might have to be Studios because I'm not gonna do a live at Epcot by myself.
Alrighty, people. Thank you for joining us. Have a good rest of the week. We love you. Thank you for your support.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.